Do you want a fucking Pop-Tart? Do you want a cheeseburger? Do you want some fucking pizza? How about a beer? Do you want a fucking steak? I got some fucking ribs for you. Do you want a goddamn fucking big bowl of pasta with fucking cheese all over it? No, I don't, motherfucker. Do you know what fucking fasting means? I mean, come on.
Loser. Loser. You suck. You suck.
That's right. The holidays are over. And, I gained weight. Definitely. Didn't fast much, maybe 12 hours here and there. I'm currently in the process of doing an every other day diet style fasting routine, 600 calories on my diet days, and of course, eat what the fuck I want within reason on the on days, and then not give a fuck on the weekends. But I got up to fucking 208 motherfucking pounds. And it made me realize if it's this hard for me, having lost 50 pounds, I can only imagine what it would be like for somebody that has difficulty with weight loss, all the time. And one of the big factors is our goddamn fucking society is food centered. For example, my mother. Every fucking time I go over there, 3 to 4 fucking 5, 6 times a day. Do you want something to eat? I can make you this. I got this for you. No, Mom, I'm fasting. No, I'm fat. No, I can't fucking eat right now. I'm busy trying to lose weight. No, I'm going to pig out tomorrow, so I need to not eat today. These are all things that don't seem to sink in with most people that aren't fasting. My girlfriend's supportive. She gets mad when I break a fast if I didn't plan on, if I was trying to plan a longer fast, she'll fucking smack me around, fucking punch me in the balls and shit. But for the most part, everyone else wants to give you food. Anybody else I visit who isn't in on this lifestyle wants to offer you food. It's polite, I guess. It's how people bond. And the problem with that is most of the food that's out there that they're offering you contains two very fucking hardcore addictive substances: sugar and salt. By all means, I am addicted to these things. That's why I can't eat clean, I have to have my sugar, I have to have my salt, I have to have my fucking white bread and my fucking pasta. I don't care about gluten-free or any of that shit. I'm an addict. I'm not addicted to a lot of things, but that's what I am. So when I started out on all this fasting shit, it was to be able to fucking deal with that, to lose the weight, to get rid of some of the side effects of these addictive substances, and still be able to enjoy a cookie or a cake or a cheeseburger or fries or whatever the fuck, I like to eat. So basically, you gotta resist these things or plan for them. If you're going to someone's house and you know that they're gonna fucking offer you food or drink, or there's a chance that they could do it, plan accordingly. Don't eat until you get there, or if they do offer and you don't want to be rude, accept, but then fast afterwards. These are all little tips and tricks to try and do. Majority of the time that I'm around people offering me fucking food is in social situations, and those typically center around my weekends. Now, your life may be different than mine, but during the week seems to be a lot easier to stick to a fasting routine when I'm not having to socialize with anybody. I'm doing my work, usually editing pictures or whatnot, and, so on and so forth. So I don't really deal with a lot of social situations that offer me food. Occasionally during the week I do, but for the most part, no. So that is when I choose to be strictest with my fasting and my calorie intake. Now, bottom line is weight loss is calories in versus calories out, You can do all kinds of things if you need to eat more, one of which is exercising more. I myself am averse to cardio. I don't like cardio. It fucking sucks. You know, I like lifting weights and that kind of shit, but cardio, no, it's not for me. So, to the topic of this video is mainly I've lost 50 pounds and I've been hovering in the 200-pound range, you know, ever since. You know, I got down to 193, 194, which was my 50-pound mark, and then I regained up to 203, 204, 205. Over the holidays, I went to 208. This morning, I'm down to 204.1. And that's just with one day of a 600-calorie day, you know. So that's all I had yesterday was 600 calories. My goal, of course, hasn't changed. I was supposed to be cutting, but the holidays completely fucking sent me off the rail, largely due to social event. You know, it was kind of a social / work event where it was all you can eat food in an open bar. So I'm like, well, I'm totally going to fucking fill the tank. And I filled it. 208 pounds. And then I got looked on the scale. I was like, fuck! And then I had to go ahead and cut back down. So the way you maintain say you fasted your weight away or you've plateaued, everybody's different. Your plateau level's going to happen. It's as you get to the bottom end, your body's going to slow down the weight loss and perhaps even stop it. And there's different things you can do to kick it over the edge. One of the things that worked for me in the past to get through a plateau was a 72-hour fast. But it's really easy. The lower you go, the closer to skinny you get. For a person like me that eats a certain way, that's always eaten a certain way, that's been fat, it is real easy to regain the weight. So you can't just fast with the expectation that when you're done, you can go back to the way you used to eat. You have to maintain some form of fasting in your life. I've found different protocols that do different things. When I really want to pound the fucking weight loss, 36s are the way to go. 72s if you're really hardcore. When you just want to maintain, 20s with a 4-hour eating window. That's my go-to for maintenance sometimes. You know, or I'll slack off for a few days, do 16 and 8s, and eat what the fuck I want to eat. Regain some weight, obviously, because I'm eating all of that extra shit. But then I'll crack down and get back balls to the wall. And that's what you got to do. You got to kind of do the little fucking wavy line. You keep an eye on your weight. That's all it is to maintaining your weight. It doesn't require as much effort as it required to lose it. But you just look at the fucking scale. You say, oh, I've gained 5-6 pounds over the past fucking week or so. And then you cut back down. And this is how you can keep your weight off after you've lost it. I've educated you, and probably you've educated yourself on the fucking internet, on how to lose the weight. It's really easy. It works. I get tons of comments, tons of messages that say it works. So clearly, intermittent fasting is a path to weight loss. But what they don't tell you is what to do once you get there. Because you're not going to keep being in a deficit for the rest of your life. So take breaks, relax, stop the fasting for a few days here and there. And that, you know, you're going to gain the weight back. You know, it's not something to panic. The whole point of this intermittent fasting lifestyle is that you can fix however you fuck up. You know, whenever you fucking gain, you can go back and lose. And it's really not that difficult to do. Not eating it just requires willpower and discipline. You know, you just gotta, and I struggle with these things. I am the first to admit, there's been plenty of times where I fail to fast. You know, usually it comes in times when I'm not busy, when I'm idle, or when I'm, you know, at home and there's not much going on and I get a little bored, so then I go out to the kitchen. That's the worst fucking time. You know, there's been times during a longer fast where I've gone out and opened the fridge and I'm just torn. Should I eat now? Should I not eat? Should I, you know, I'm trying to get through this fast, and then I'll look at the food. I'll even take shit out of the fridge and look at it, and then I'm like, no, maybe tomorrow. And then I'll put the shit back in. And sometimes I take the shit out of the fridge and I just fucking eat it. You gotta do what you gotta do. So, when you get to your goal, do the best you can. Keep an eye on your weight, but don't just go back to the way you eat before. If you go back to the way you eat before and you do it for a long enough period of time, it really doesn't take that long to regain all the weight back. If you go back to your old eating habits and your old, if you start eating in fucking morning and you eat all fucking day, it really, you could gain 2 to 3 pounds a week. Some you can gain 4 or 5 pounds a week in some cases, depending on how hardcore you're fucking up. And I know the minute that I start eating the way I normally eat, the way I like to eat, I regain weight. So I have to balance it. It's a constant balancing act. So once again, I'm back on track doing every other day style protocol for a while, experimenting with a few things here and there that I'll get into in the next video. But overall, I'm trying to get back down to 193 and then continue my bulk cut cycle to where I can relax and eat what I want, for a week or two and then cut again. And I kind of like that idea. I like the idea of having a few weeks where I don't give a fuck. I eat what I want. I have fucking fun. I regain all the weight I lost for that 1 week. And then I cut it back down again, slowly but surely. Not in a hurry for anything. Never gonna be in a hurry. I do this at a slow pace. My weight loss doesn't come in the matter of weeks. It comes over months sometimes. I'm happy in the 193 to 203 range. If I can maintain that range, try and maintain the 190s, then I'm a happy motherfucker. But we shall see. Anyways, thank you for subscribing. It's really starting to become overwhelming, the amount of attention my fucking channel's been getting lately. But I am here for you. I was slow with the videos over the holidays. I'm going to try and pick up the pace with videos a little more now. And we'll see how things go. But you got to remember, I'm not a fucking expert. I'm just a fucking asshole. Have a nice fucking day.